Oh, Uvi, good morning to you. I was waiting patiently for this particular moment. You and I literally swapping seats on the bus there. Talk to me, Uvi, about your experiences at the Cape Town station today. What are the views of the people there?
Morning, Koli, but very quickly, I want to tell you the team does not miss you at all. They say I'm much lower maintenance than what you were, just so you know. And I'm not wearing my seatbelt right now because we are not moving, just before you asked me that. But yes, let's talk about the very windy Cape Town that we are in this morning. I mean, the wind was howling all night into the morning. We've got a Cape Town station. We managed to chat to a couple of people. The first person I spoke to was a first-year journalism student who is Namsla. Well, she's on the bus with us. She's going to be spending the day with us. But she's not going to vote. She says that for various reasons, one of them being that she actually is, the history of the country and the political landscape is not something that was a priority at school. There was never access to that kind of proper history of South Africa to inform her decision as to who she should be looking out for, what she should be looking out for, that politics is not on her radar. She is a journalism student, so that is where she's learning it. She hasn't learned it in school. Her dad is very politically active, but she says he's getting to her a little bit, but not enough for her to make that decision right now, or her friends for that matter. They are in their early 20s to actually go out and vote. It's not something that is a talk on campus. She's at the Cape Peninsula University of Technology. She says as much as political parties have said that they want that youth vote, she hasn't seen anyone come to campus to actually talk to them. No student bodies from any of the political parties have approached them. There hasn't been any election talk. But subsequently, since that interview, she had a couple of calls from her local councillors from her hometown saying, so you haven't registered to vote, eh? So when do you plan to do that? So I don't know. That might change. And then we spoke to Sabrina. She is a 56-year-old mum and grandmum. She's a security guard at Cape Town Station, Koli. She's from Bonteheuwel, and she says gangsterism is the run of the day. She spoke to us about just what it is like to be a 56-year-old woman, what it is like to have grandchildren, the dangers that her children and grandchildren face in Bonteheuwel daily, the missed opportunities, the opportunities that they will never find because that is where they grow up. Again, saying that, the politicians come now and then. She's seen a couple of ANC people. She's seen a couple of DA representatives coming through, but nobody actually really bothering. She feels, from what I gathered, is that they just wanted to be seen in Bonteheuwel, and she says foreigners seem to be taken over. She says she's got nothing. She's not xenophobic, but she says life is difficult, it is hard, and it is dangerous. She says she doesn't want to vote, but she feels she has to. But yet again, the jury's out. She says she will make up her mind closer to the time. She's not sure it'll make any difference. All
right, so I'm hearing voter apathy there. So talk to us about where to next with the eNCA election bus.
Okay, well, we want to go to Mitchell's Plain. We know that, that is the sort of go-to place when you are in Cape Town, but we want to hear. I would like to actually maybe get an insight into the world of gangsterism. I want to actually chat to somebody who is in a gang, if they will talk to us, to say to us, do they even care that there's an election coming up? Is there talk of politics? Do they talk about Cyril Ramaphosa? Do they talk about Julius Malema? Do they know who Musi Maimane is, and do they actually care? Is it something that is on their minds at some point in the day? And what has led them to do what they do? And how much of that do they blame on government? Like Sabrina said, she blamed government for what was happening in Bonteheuwel. It's purely a government problem because they stopped caring, if they ever did care. So I want to find out basically, when it comes to gangsterism, which is one of the biggest problems here in the Western Cape, who are these people? Who did they once want to be, and how do they end up here? And what futures do they see for themselves and their children and their grandchildren as well? And then we were going to go to Khayelitsha, but we've kind of changed our minds because on social media we had a lot of requests for us to come to Gugulethu. So that is where we're going to go, because they say everybody goes to Khayelitsha. Nobody cares about Gugulethu. They don't want to come to Gugulethu. So we're coming to Gugulethu. So you wanted us to come. We're coming there. Find us on our bus, and we want to hear your moment of truth.
All right, Uvi. Well, good luck on the dangerous work of trying to find a leader of a gang. That's a very dangerous work there. Uveka Rangappa. Well, look out for the eNCA election bus. It's up and about in Cape Town, and do make your voice heard.